Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Friday night and we are live. How is everyone?
Hello. How are you?
I am doing great, thank you. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing well. Coffee. In this case, I'm having hot chocolate. I'm doing a coffee-free week. Why? I don't know, but I am.
Uh,
I'm trying to make sure I don't get headaches. And if I can get to the point where I don't get headaches, which I have not, thankfully, going from 3 pots a day to 0.
and thank you, Cyan, for remembering my name is not Linda Richmond, but if I feel a little verklempt, I'll give you a topic to discuss.
Right.
Hey, Dawn Marie. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So, hey, Sandy. So, what is it? Oh, thank you, G2. Just like I told Rudy in Alaska Prepper. Thank you for allowing God to use you. Bless you. Oh, well, yes, absolutely. I praise God every day. I really
Hi,
do.
Sandy. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Good to see you here tonight.
So, what is everyone prepping this week? Let's give some ideas to other people. Maybe they didn't think of buying this or buying that or prepping this or building that. Okay, so let's give somebody some good ideas. Okay, me myself, what I prepped this week was I got myself some new sneakers. Okay, because my podiatrist that I go see, he recommends that all of his patients wear the New Balance sneaker brand. So I went on because I go right to the website New Balance, and I bought 2 pairs of sneakers because they've got some really good clearance going on right now of their summer shoes because they're bringing in all of their fall and winter products. So I got some summer sneakers on clearance. Yeah, yeah, because we need to have good shoes, especially if we have to bug out. So that's what I bought this week for prepping items was 2 pairs of sneakers.
All right.
Even Andrew bought new sneakers. Even Sean bought new sneakers. Okay. So what did you guys get for your prepping items? Canning meat, cheese, and butter matches propane tea lights on 100 for $5. All right, kicking it, Homestead. Love it. You got a deal for a generator online. Well, all right, Little Women Preppers. I love it. Boomsticks and freedom seeds. Well, hell yeah, William. That's what I like to hear. Seed packets, 5 cents at Dollar General. Really, Lynn? That's beautiful. And you started getting silver. All right, Nancy. That's awesome sauce. You got candles. Okay, Tennessee Prepper. I love it. I love it. You got a hand mill and wheat berries. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Diane. 20 pounds of seeds. Well, good for you, sweet tea. Faraday bags. Well, all right.
Nice.
And you got a safe to put your silver in. Well, okay, good. Treasure Shakers. I like that. Healing herbs and oils and silvers. Well, very good, Wendy. 1 pound propane tanks and a whole bunch I scored at Walmart using them for the buddy heater. Well, very good, Dawn Marie. I love it. 15-pound bags of beans ready to eat meals from Amazon. Very good, Chicken Prepper. I like that. I like that a lot. Keystone meats. I hear that there's a shortage on Keystone meats.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get my hands on it, and I can't.
Wow. Hey, Sandy's saying something to me on here. Sandy, I have not quit drinking coffee. I only stopped for the week. I will not stop. I have a ton of coffee. No, I just stopped for the week to see if I would get a headache. I wanted to try it out. You know, in case you ever had to bug out, or God forbid, you lost your stash for whatever reason. I wanted to know how I'd do. And as it turns out, I do pretty well. So I do still drink coffee, just not this week.
Hey, Daisy May, how you doing, baby? 5-watt night lights. What are they for? It jumped. Where'd it go? To use throughout the house. Oh, okay, okay. 5-watt night light. 5-watt night lights. Are those like just like the little ones that you just plug in, or? Because I have night lights like in the cat room. So, is that what those are for, Trish? The night lights?
It's my impression that they're for grid down, just to have some light in the house, not much, but something when they've got the generator running.
Is that those little tiny light bulbs that you would generally see in a night light?
I don't know. Manual coffee grinder. Good idea.
I got one of those. A subscriber bought it for me, and I absolutely adore it.
Okay, night light bulbs. Yeah. Okay. Good idea. Well, I am not doing prepping this week. I am doing restocking of my pantry area. It's in the basement mostly, and new shelving. And so I stocked shelving. Yeah, I had to get all new shelving, and I am in the process of unboxing a lot of goods to put on the shelves. It has taken me all week, and I'm not even close to done. But I'll get there.
Really, mossy oak socks. Those are expensive, and you found them at Dollar Tree?
Wow.
Wow.
45 pairs.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Mossy oak is an expensive brand.
Yeah.
Holy cow. And you got them at Dollar Tree. That's insane.
Regular price on the back, $13.
Yeah, I know. Because normally those are that's a hunting brand, because Rural King has them, because that's where you get all your hunting stuff at, is at Rural King. Well, around here.
So 45 packs, 45 pairs. I'm assuming you bought them out. That would make sense. I would do that too. Nice.
20-pound propane tanks have went up to $70 here in North Alabama. Whoa.
Oh. Well, I'm looking at some next week. Won't be paying that though. I can guarantee you that.
No.
Nope. Won't be doing that.
They were $50 here last summer. I don't know what they are now because I haven't looked. Don't mind that. It's my dishwasher.
Here the 20-gallon propane tanks are, or 20-pound, I think it is, 20-pound propane tanks. They're around $24.
Okay.
What is that?
My dishwasher.
Might want to turn that off.
It's hang on, it's mid-cycle. Hang on.
All right, so how is everybody? I haven't said much yet. Wondering how everybody's doing. We're having a really difficult week with a lot of things. We get another 218,000 people applying for first-time unemployment benefits. I mean, we've got a cratering economy. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just wondering how people are handling it. If you're watching other people that are now out of work that weren't out of work before, or how you guys are handling it.
Handling what? What happened?
I was just asking how people are handling the economy as we've got 218,000 more people applying for first-time unemployment benefits this week.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
Absolutely.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I heard about that one, about the 450 grand they want to give illegals. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's individually. And if there's a family, it's $1 million.
Right. What's up with that? And where are we getting this? I mean, is that part of that $1 trillion coin that we're printing? Really?
Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? While the rest of us sit here and, I mean, not all of us are rich, regardless if we're preppers or not. Okay. A lot of us, we stockpile with $10 a week, right?
Yeah.
But for those of us who don't live the lifestyle that we live, there's people out there that are starving, man, that are homeless. Take care of them first.
Yeah, but 450 grand to people that are,
well, they're coming here to live the American dream because Biden said, "Come on in."
Yeah, so here's $500,000, right? Really?
Most of us play the lottery to try and win that kind of money, and they're just being handed it.
Are they going to tax them on that? Oh no, they can't tax them, right? Because they don't
have Social Security numbers. How can they pay taxes?
I don't know.
Yeah, Julie, exactly. We got 1,200. Yay!
All right. And you know what they're saying here, I don't see it happening. Well, you know what? Neither do I, but I didn't see most of what they're doing happening.
Yeah.
And yet they're doing it anyway. Hard to believe.
It's for those separated by the 45 administration. That's how this administration is putting it out there.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But 218,000 more people this week. Never mind last week and all the weeks before that. You got 250,000 people every week filing for first-time unemployment benefit. Like, what?
Brandy, you got a manual washboard to wash clothes. Where can I even get one of those?
I was looking into one of those a little while ago.
Were you?
And I can't imagine the prospect of actually using it, but I thought, even if it's a wall decoration, I could deal with that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they do have them online. Any antique shop, just make sure if you're getting one, you don't have a lot of little bits of metal that are going to ruin your clothes.
And
make sure
holes in the metal and rust and all.
Yeah.
But where would I even get that?
Well, like I said, any antique
But antique stores, we don't even have antique stores around here, I don't think.
Yeah, we do. But you can look online. I mean, they do sell them. They're pricey. And to be honest, they're
Amazon.
not antique, right? Yeah. So they're not antique though, and very cheaply made, I'm sure, unless you're paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I was looking into them, and I thought, my God, do we really have to go there? Yeah, we may have to. If we get a grid down, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, not for nothing, but I do wash some of my stuff by hand anyway.
Yeah.
But
can you really picture jeans and all of that stuff doing that?
No.
That way?
No.
No, I can't. But
because I mean, even like towels, jeans, they get heavy when they're wet. Can you imagine trying to wring that out all the time? No.
Right. And they get the ringers too, but that's super expensive. Yeah.
You know what, Leo's wife? You're right. The big yellow mop bucket with the ringer.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're relatively inexpensive too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Home
30.
Depot sells those, don't they?
Right. $35 maybe
All
or
right.
less.
I'll go get one of those.
And I think they come with a mop, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. We'll all be sweaty washerwomen. Really?
Yeah, do what you gotta do, right? My goodness. Wow.
I am not a grandma. Stop. Do not jinx me.
Oh, Lehman's. Why do you want to talk about Lehman?
That's where she gets. They bought a washboard.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Let's not talk about them. Well. So anyway, I'm finally out of the basement. It has taken me an exhausting week to, I don't know, just get my stuff organized, and now I'm going to begin an inventory, which I have never done. And I know we talk about filling in our gaps all the time. I guess I'm going to find out what my gaps are coming up. I kind of have an idea, and I've been filling in what I knew along the way, like spices and things like that, because I knew we didn't have that many. But now I'm going to find out what the other gaps are coming up. So next week it's going to be gap week, whatever the gaps are.
Mm.
And I hadn't planned, so I guess my prepping this past week was all shelving, because I put in a lot more, just to get boxes off the floor, and things out of the boxes. So, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get more shelving. The other night, 3:00 in the morning, all of a sudden, me and Sean here, boom! We're like, what the heck was that? The shelving unit that we had the cat food and dog food on?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Did you hear boom?
No. Thank God.
Good.
Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt, but yeah. But there was like, let's see, 200 pounds of dog food, about 300 pounds of cat food, and about 400 pounds of cat litter.
Oh boy.
On that shelf. Yeah.
So did the whole thing go over, or just a shelf collapse? Oh.
No. The whole thing.
Fine. All right.
Yeah.
Somebody asking how the medical preps are going. Honestly, I have not had a chance. I've got the ideas, I've got them written down, but I have not done them yet. As soon as I get my butt out of the basement into the store, I will. Terry asking, are you all still canning? I am not currently.
I'm canning for other people.
Yeah, I do have some jars left, but I'm not done at the moment. Nancy, how much overspot for silver is considered to be a good deal? I can't really answer that for you because I'm not used to paying the prices that they have right now. I got it a long time ago and it was a lot cheaper. I don't know, $3-5. You got to give them some commission, but I don't think I'd go to 5. That's just me though.
No peroxide anywhere. Any others you can think of? You mean peroxide for cleaning wounds, or peroxide because that was in the recipe that I gave you guys to make homemade bleach? if you need it for cleaning wounds and you don't want to use alcohol, like, like rubbing alcohol, why don't you try witch hazel?
Oh, ow.
Now, well, it's not going to sting as much as rubbing alcohol.
Well, that's true. All right. So people are saying that I sound muffled. Is that correct?
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're welcome, Sandra. I keep a good stock of witch hazel as well. So that's why, I actually use that as an astringent on my face.
Yeah.
Because I won't use alcohol or any product that has alcohol in it on my skin. So.
Lynn, all caps. If you want me to answer it, yes. And there's a reason why. I'm not going to say why, but yes. If you have something you want to get me to answer, all caps would be a good idea. Oh.
God bless you. If you have a boil or cut, hydrogen peroxide is good. By 3 to 4 gallons at a time. I found a good cheap one on Amazon. Okay, thank you, Sweet and Spicy. Yeah, I know nobody's able to find Keystone Meats. From what I understand, it's the beef that's out. What do I use on my face to clean my face? Honestly, I use just regular soap, and then I use witch hazel as an astringent, and then for moisturizer, I use vitamin E oil.
Mad Dog, do places here still have canning jars? Yes. I haven't had a problem getting them.
Mm. Oh, good question. Are you noticing reduction in donations to the food pantry?
Yeah, and we discussed that last week, that they have stated very specifically that flour is going to be on the extinct list at the pantry, as well as meats. So, honestly, I did not go this week, so I can't express to you with regard to this week, but that is what they told me. I will be going next week, so I'll let you know what comes up. So flour and meat. So any of you guys that are looking at filling in your gaps for meat, I would get it now if you can.
Yeah.
It's not cheap though, right? Oh my God.
Mm.
Have you seen the price of hamburger lately?
Yeah, of course I have. I did it yesterday's video. I did a thing on it. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I've not seen any that high before.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked to see it that high now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, chicken prepper. I sent it to her, so she saw it. Thank you, Layla. I've been doing it for years, years and years and years. Did you hear about the methane tax for farmers hitting the infrastructure bill, $4,500 per head of cattle? What? No, I didn't hear about that, but that's absurd.
Yeah, I did, and I don't know what to make of it, really. Is it possible just so that they'll kill off the herd? That would be my guess.
That you know what? That's dirty. That's rotten. That's what that is.
Well, that is this administration, isn't it?
Well, yeah, no shit. But still, I mean, that's dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, well, that's the only thing I could think of. I think it's so that they will kill off the herd. Because how do you hide those, right? Not going to hide a cow.
You're right, Anne Marie, that it'll kill the beef industry, and that's exactly what they want.
Right.
There is an agenda upon an agenda and a plan upon a plan upon a plan, and it's just not going to stop. It makes you sick.
Yeah, you all remember back in the day of mad cow disease. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
And who
Because
was the one?
I remember Oprah. She did a whole thing on it, and remember she had said she had got mad cow disease when she went to the UK. No, you did not, but whatever.
Well, yeah. Then she got sued. So that's what I was bringing up. Then she got sued by the industry, right? And they won.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? How do you? What is it? Almost 20 years now.
Something like that.
Yeah. So how do you get back at them? Or do you? Maybe. Well, let's see. You help fund a company called Oatly, who now will be taking over the dairy industry for the most part to end milk and cattle. And who's the largest funder of Oatly? Oprah Winfrey. Tucker. Right? Come on. You know? So she, I like her and all, but it's like, really? Why would you do that? Because they sued you and they won? Amazing. Amazing what they'll do. And I don't know that she would necessarily do it out of spite, but you sure could call it that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on that I don't think a lot of people realize. Like, especially like when it was brought to our attention about waste management not picking up trash due to staff shortages. Because someone had just now said, well, what are we going to do when our trash doesn't get picked up? And someone had just said, get a big burn barrel. There's things that we're going to have to learn how to do that you never thought you were ever going to have to do.
And who's the largest shareholder for waste management?
Bill Gates, is it not?
Correct.
So, before all of this even takes place and before it all even goes down, why not teach yourself, learn a few things, read a few books, and get it all down pat in your head? Because otherwise you're going to be really sorry.
Yeah, it's amazing because, they have burn barrels and they do that all the time, but who would have thought we'd have to do it for trash because they're not picking up?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be a progressive society, right? I don't know if I call this progress at this point. Yeah, good old Billy Goat. You got that right, David.
Yeah, you're right, treasure seekers. A lot of our trash can go in a compost bin. But as for, and you don't want to be burning plastic. So you really got to be careful because that is toxic.
Yep.
But, and there's a lot of things that you can't bury, but there's things that, after an SHTF situation, I really don't think there's going to be, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It just, if you're going to have a burn barrel or something like that outside, be smart, dig a little bit of a hole, dig a hole so that it can sit in the hole, not all the way in, but in it so that it doesn't get knocked over. Don't just put bricks or something up against it and hope it doesn't go over. Actually, put a hole in the ground and stick it, 4 or 5 inches into the ground. But yeah, we're looking at a cratering economy. It's just I never thought that we would actually see something this consistently bad. There hasn't been a week when we haven't had 200 plus thousand new unemployment in over a year.
Mhm.
I mean, that's unheard of. In the 80s, we had that for a little bit, but not since then, not to that degree. Every single week. So, what happens next? All winter long, I mean, we're looking at housing issues coming up. We know that. So, what happens with housing issues and unemployment at the same time getting higher and higher? How do you recover from that as a nation? You know, I mean, I look at this. I mean, this part of what I do is financial analyst, and I look at this and I'm like, is there any recovery? I'm not seeing it. I mean, not just now, but how can you? 5, 10, 7 years out, maybe somewhere in that range. But I don't think any of us are seeing that many years out right now.
No, because a lot of us are just trying to live day by day and get by day by day.
Right. So what kind of an era would you call this? Is this going to be a depression era again? Or are we going to call it something different?
I don't know. According to my father, he said it's going to be worse than the Great Depression by the end of this year, beginning of next year. He's been saying that since the beginning of 2021.
Right.
So I don't know. I highly doubt they're going to use the same name. You know,
Well, I think that'll be more us looking back on it later, you know, naming it something. I mean, they called it the Great Depression back then, but they didn't call it that at the time.
No.
It was many years later they started naming it. So I wonder, you know, when people 100 years out look back on this, what are they going to call it?
Well, what they'll do is they'll probably put who's ever in office, they'll put their name into it. So like the Biden Harris.
So the dopey administration? Yeah.
But we'll know it as, the potato the potato era, because what's the one thing that they always ate during the Great Depression? Potatoes. It was the cheapest. You know what I mean?
Dopey. I call them dopey. I don't even call them potatoes.
We're not dealing with the seven dwarfs here, or are we? All right. So next on the list.
Yeah. I do think we are, quite honestly. I mean, start naming them off. I can probably give you actual names to go with those.
Right. And you know what? Janet just said something really, really, she hit the nail on the head. Darn it. It just moved up. They will start a war to have something to blame it on. And you know what, Janet? You're 100% right.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's 100%. 100% right on. Yeah.
That's a given. That's historical. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The great potato shortage. Raised bed homestead. Exactly.
But I can definitely picture them looking back and calling it the COVID era or something like that. Hard to believe that they would try to pull the crap that they are pulling and succeed and take so many people out of work when it took, oh gosh, how many decades to build this country. They tore it down inside of 2 years, right? With a cratering economy that really, quite honestly, doesn't have a chance for recovery
I know.
unless everybody in Washington is kicked out and we get all new people.
I know.
Yeah.
Where are
Yeah.
all the vloggers from?
Texas Mama, you got the name right. That's
Fuck is the vlogger?
Huh?
Where are all the vloggers from? I'm new here. What is a vlogger? I'm sorry. I'm not.
Video. Well, Texas Mama, I think you got the name of it right. CD19 depression. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Okay. How do you believe we will lose? Not from food, but from crime. Sandra, yeah, exactly. There's, how do I say this? I never realized how much crime was actually going on in our neighborhoods until I started listening to the scanner. Have any of you listened to your scanners?
Yeah. I have people that have them, and occasionally we listen to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, David. Well, you two are screwed. Well, thank you. Yeah. Guess what? I'm not. But anyway, so I never realized until something happened here to me. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, Trish? When I called you? It was on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. And I had ordered Chinese food. Okay. 20 minutes later, my doorbell rings. And you all know that I have a security system in my house, right? And my security camera, one of my security cameras is hooked up to my doorbell. So I looked out my window. I see a guy standing there with a big blue bag. And I'm thinking, well, that was fast. 20 minutes, Chinese food. All right. So I open the door and you can actually hear me on camera say, well, that was fast. And the guy looks at me and he goes, can you give me a ride down the street? What? I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, can you give me a ride down the street? And I said, no, my car's not here. He goes, yes, it is. It's in the driveway. Come see. What? My car's not here. And it wasn't. Why? Sean's at work. Andrew's at his girlfriend's house. He goes, come see. It's in the driveway. I said, no, my car's not here. He goes, yes, it is. Come here. Come see. Come see. I said, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Come see. Come see. I said, no, my car's not here. And he goes, yes, it is. Come see. What's wrong with you? Come see. Come see. I said, no. I started to step out. And he goes, I'll just go next door to your neighbor's house. And I'm thinking, oh, no, you won't. Because right away, my neighbor, they've got 2 little girls. I run back in the house, lock everything up, and I call 911. I give them a full description, okay, of the guy, what direction he's heading in. You know, it took the sheriff's office a half an hour to get here. Now, remember in yesterday's video how I had spoke about the woman who lives in Vegas, how it took 13 hours for them to show up for a burglary? Now, I had some scumbag come to my door, try to lure me outside. It took them a half an hour to get here. And then threatened to go next door when I know that they've got little girls. So I called my son. I said, where are you? Come home. He said, I'm just passing the hospital now, Mom, because there's a hospital about 9 miles away from us. He gets here before the cops do. And then listening to the scanner, burglary, 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 shots fired, burglary, burglary, drive by. What the hell's going on around here? I live in suburbia where you can watch kids riding their bikes up and down the sidewalks all day. I know. But it's just what.
Well, the takeaway from that is don't be baited outside, right?
Right. But what was in my head was that was fast. 20 minutes. Right. That was fast. I'm thinking it's the Chinese food guy.
Well, that's fine on the opening of the door. I get it. But the idea is once you know it's not who you think it is, you should just shut the door. You know that.
I know. Now I know. But at the moment, I was like, what?
Right. What? No conversation needed. Shut the door.
And because when I was talking to Dave, my mechanic, he's in here right now, because he goes, well, why didn't you pull your gun? And I'm like, pull my gun? It's not like I walk around with this thing on my hip all day. You know what I mean? It's in the safe. I don't walk around with it on my hip all day. No. You know what, Debbie? I do have a sign right outside that says trained Marine lives here. Yeah. Enter at your own risk. I even have beware of dog signs, no trespassing signs.
And a lot of people have the cameras, so if you see somebody out there that you don't know, you don't open the door for them. And I get why you thought somebody was delivering food to the house.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, the takeaway from it is don't open the door unless you get the right people. So, yeah, it's tough when you have a delivery.
And yeah, Laura, you know what? My dogs did bark. And when the cops finally came here, the one thing they said was, how come he didn't jump when the dog started barking? Because my neighbor, Belinda, she even said, because I showed her the video, and she goes, he didn't jump when the dog started barking. She goes, it's almost like he knew. She goes, are we being watched? And I said, Belinda, don't even put that in my head. Don't even put that in my head. Because they're on a schedule, because she's a nurse and he works for the county. We're on a schedule because of Sean's schedule and stuff like that. Are we being watched?
Yeah. Possible. It's hard to know. Well, there's no guarantee he won't come back. That's the hard part.
I know.
Just have to be mindful.
Your door when the videos on YouTube. Yes, I know, David. I have I have those things. I had a contractor come out and do that to the front door when we had new hardware put on the front door. He was talking about my neighbor's car that was in the driveway, Sharon.
Yeah. So a half hour. See, if it takes a half hour to get a cop to your house, under a not necessarily emergency, because when you call into 911, they rate your emergency immediately. As to what level 1, 2, 3, 4. And you need to tell them what the emergency is so that they can rate it and get somebody out to you. but it's the rating that matters that they give when they put that call out. You know,
But I mean,
if
I
you get
didn't want to lie and say, I don't know if he's armed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
well, you didn't know if he was, but if
No.
they give it a low level rating, you could be waiting for hours.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the tough one. And then they have that whole defund the police thing, right? So we all know we can't plan on them to be there. You hope they will be. You can't plan on it. So putting 3-inch screws in the door is just fine, but if you're the one that opens the door for them, you know.
That was my mistake. But then again, I was waiting.
I know, I get it. I'm just saying there's a takeaway from it that you've got to learn something from it, right? As with everything, I'd rather you learn from that than learn from something more major.
Yeah. No, I didn't call my neighbor. I actually ran out the back door on the phone because they always sit in their back porch. But they weren't home at the time, thank God. They weren't even home. Well, they've got 2 cars. They've got her car and his truck. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah.
I have pew-pews every few feet. I have small children, so it's yeah, I know, you know, but I mean, it's frustrating, you know.
And you don't want to have to, right now especially, live like that, constantly keeping, you know, a particular thing on you all the time, and or in every room of your house, like they say, you know. People don't want to have to be thinking about that the whole time. I don't doubt that sometime in the near future we will have to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, we've got 3, right? 2 are too big. You can't wear on you. You know, but the 1 I could wear, but you know, I'm gonna be walking around the house with that on my hip all day. You know what I mean? It's uncomfortable. It digs into my side. But yeah, everybody's acting strange. There's just things that are going on that never went on before. To my knowledge. I'll put it to you that way. To my knowledge. So.
Have you ever seen the little colored stickers that they put on the mailboxes?
We talked about that a couple months ago, but it was for if you have a dog.
Yeah. Or kids. They use stickers. I always peel the stickers off. I never leave them on.
We don't have that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, I've seen stickers on our mailbox before, not here, but in my prior house. And I was always peeling the stickers off. Always. There's no reason for them, in my view. If there's a reason for a male person to care about the fact that I have a dog, they don't need to bring the mail up to the door.
Yeah. Well, I guess because of packages like UPS and FedEx and stuff like that, because everybody orders online.
Yeah. Still, they don't need a color on the box to tell people anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I know, Charlie. It's only going to get worse. I know it is. But, you know, it's like what was it, 2 nights ago? There was a drive-by right down the street. A drive-by.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even want to sit in my living room.
Sunflower, did you see that comment?
What did she say?
Once we found an X marked on the porch railing, and the police said that that was the way that criminals mark a home to get to hit later.
What?
I didn't know they did that. I'm not shocked, but I didn't know they did that. Interesting.
On the porch railing. I don't have a porch railing, so where I would have to like look outside to see. I'm gonna have to start checking now.
Yeah, I just look for anything unusual, you know.
Yeah, pink butterfly, the CME that might hit for on Halloween or November 1st. Yeah, I know. I talked about that today. I don't know if there's any truth behind it. Excuse me. But call me next time somebody. I know. I said that I was going to call you that day when it happened, but it was like 5:30 at night, and I knew you weren't at the shop. So, and you live far from me, so I didn't know if you would be able to get to the house. Look for chalk on a power pole near your home or on the road edge. I do have power poles right outside, so I'll look. All right. Thank you.
Why would they use chalk? I mean, it comes off in the rain.
Yeah, and it's been raining here for 3 days.
Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense.
I fence the yard with locks and the gates. Keep undesirables out. Use chalk at the sheriff's office. Oh, okay.
We've sure had to redefine the word undesirables lately, haven't we?
Your undesirables are no longer the people that you thought they were. There's a whole new classification for undesirables now.
Yeah. Now they're running the country.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to be nice to him. I don't care.
You leaving, baby? All right. You going to Mallory's?
Yeah.
All right, honey. I love you.
Love you.
Drive safe. When I was in my mid-20s, I heard a woman screaming in an alley. It was like in a movie. I ran to her. She drove off as my ass got beat for 10 minutes. Ooh. That was like one of those, what do you call it? She was like a decoy for a crime. That type of thing. This.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah. I've heard about things happening like that in parking lots.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why they tell women not to go into shopping at night by themselves anymore and try to park by, where you put the shopping carts. Try to park your car near the shopping cart return things.
Why?
There was a reason, because they're not going to hide there or something like that. I always park by the shopping cart things. I always park right there.
I try to stay away from them. I try to stay away from them because they end up hitting your vehicles with the damn carts.
Well, because something about, you know how you put your stuff in the car and then you got to walk to go put the shopping cart away and then walking back to the car. That's when they get you. Mm-hmm. So I always park right there, right next to the shopping cart thing, so I don't have to walk away from my car. I could just leave it and go. I mean, I will literally drive around and around and around until I can get, I'm crazy.
Well, if you're not feeling comfortable about something, you empty the cart in the vehicle and then leave it and go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I would not be concerned about whether or not there's a cart hanging out in the parking lot. I really wouldn't. Not in that case.
David, what are you, a cop? What do you mean? You mean ran over twice, stabbed 3 times, and shot twice? Jesus.
Yeah, and you're the one that said that we were screwed. What? Really?
I mean,
Let
I
me see
come
what's
from a
going
law
on.
enforcement family, but damn, man, what happened? What'd you do? Who'd you piss off? We
Oh,
just
Wendy.
set up an emergency.
Wendy set up an emergency channel. Nice.
I like that, Wendy.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, no
Awesome.
kidding. Yeah, that's what I thought you were ex-cop. I was going to say, holy shit.
Yeah, and you're saying it
Wow.
with me. Really? What are you talking about?
I knew something was going on. I was like, there's no way. What happened? July 29th, autumn will what? Autumn's not doing nothing. You can't say that I did it. You have no proof that I did it. Mark the windshields with a white mark right behind the oil change sticker. That's you. These guys are scaring me. Stop it. Now I'm going to have to. I won't even get into my car without checking it over and shit. Well, I don't go shopping by myself anymore anyway. So.
Anyway, so as far as topics coming up next week, I'm looking at doing more videos on my channel. If you guys have anything specific you're looking for, let me know. I'm looking at doing probably 3 or 4 of them inside of a week.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find some other topics that you guys are interested in. I know one person still wants me to do one on AI, and I'm working on that now. To give you the real story behind AI. You won't like it, probably, but I'll do it anyway. It's pretty detailed. And let me know if there's something else that you guys want done. Another person has asked me to do basically a video about the what they're called, the Grim Reaper of banking. You know, Jamie Dimon, Grim Reaper of banking. So I'm gonna do one on him because everybody knows how much I love him, right? So I might as well. But I'm looking for some more topics if you guys have anything that is along the financial sector, because that's generally what I do, or something along the computer sector like AI.
Dirty White Boy or Dave wants to talk about silver, please.
What about it? Buy some. That's my way of saying yes. Buy some.
Well, when I was at the shop, I had to give him the website to the place that I go to. So,
yeah, ITM trading. That's my favorite. You can get it anywhere though. So, what do you want to know? What should you be paying? That is going to be whatever the price is when you walk in the door. I can't even tell you. Everybody's a little bit different. You know. Sweet and spicy. Will Visa gift card still be any good after cash goes south? Yes. If it's Visa, that'll be the one company that is left standing with regard to companies. So I won't say stack them to the rafters, but have $200 or $300 extra bucks if you can. If you don't want to keep it in cash, and I don't blame you, and put it in a Visa gift card in small denominations. Make it $50 or less. That way, in case you ever lose one or whatever. Charlie, the link to my channel is in the description of the box below on this video.
When grid is down, no cards will work. Yeah, you're right.
Well, that is true, yes, technically, but I think we're talking more about when they're no longer accepting cash. That's more the issue. Grid down, yeah, you're right, they won't work. So definitely keep some cash on hand. But even so, some people are going to be reluctant to take that too. But in grid down scenarios, what else is there? Silver, gold, you're not going to want to use that.
Right.
So,
well, look at what's going on in Venezuela. They're using gold flakes.
Right. But they've been going through this for years now. We're not there yet.
No.
So in 3 to 5 years, then I could see us doing that. Yes.
Right. No cash is coming soon. I keep seeing the signs. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Cat rescue. Yeah, I know.
And my estimate on that is by the end of winter.
There will be blood with my 84-year-old.
So, but keep some small bills on hand, 5s, 1s, and some change. It can't hurt.
I don't know, Rosalie. The solar flare change on bond yield 20 to 30 years. I have no idea, honey.
Yeah. Well, they're no longer accepting Australia bonds. They're no longer buying Australian bonds, the central bank. So that'll happen here sooner than later, probably within sight of a year. If that's the case, well, we got even bigger problems coming our way.
Yeah, Jackalope District. Yeah, I agree. That's what I get is 90 days supply. Plus, vitamins. Stock up on vitamins. Vitamins.
Right.
What? Wait a minute. The only ATM machine in town was removed completely last week. Karen, why? What in God's name, why would they do that? Did they replace it with anything? Because I've been noticing a lot of ATMs are being replaced with the Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I saw that and all I could do was sigh. I have no problem with Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with it. But to have a Bitcoin ATM machine, it's ridiculous, really.
Oh, Leo's wife. Okay. The savings bonds. Remember when we would get those when we were kids? Should just go ahead and cash them in? If they're not matured, I don't know, because they're probably not worth a damn.
Well, I mean, if they are, and they're $500 or more, yeah, I'd be sticking them into preps, honestly. I wouldn't hang on to them.
She said we have a lot of them. Yeah, if they're matured,
yeah,
cash them in. Get rid of them.
Yeah,
they're not going to push shit.
Yeah, it depends on how much you've got tied up in it, but
she said they're all mature.
Yeah, I wouldn't be hanging on to them, because even if the value does go up on them, the value of the dollar is going down, right? So if you're going to cash them in for cash,
yeah,
so I guess it depends on what you cash them in for. Right. If you want to keep them for another 3 to 5 years, right, I'd strongly recommend you convert them into silver and keep that for 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. I agree.
But not into, as they say, dirty money. It's not going to be worth anything. So if you don't need it right now, that's fine. Put it into silver.
David, are you looking for a fight, honey? What are we going to do if there, what are us women going to do if there's going to be a collapse, sweetheart? You're new here, huh?
Yeah, it appears to me he's trying to pick a fight, and he has been for. You don't want to fight me. You know.
Ask any man that's been here around us for quite some time. They're the ones that have survived, okay?
Rosalie, yeah, I heard about the solar flare.
I'm not sure about any of that, so I really can't touch on it. I don't.
There's really nothing that we can do about it. We're sitting duck. What are we gonna do? It's just like La Palma, okay? I mean, if that thing goes, everybody on the East Coast is gone. Bye bye.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. You know, aside from getting something big that you can float on, there's really no way around it. So, I hate to say it, but with regard to a solar flare or anything like that, yeah, we're sitting ducks. EMP protection would be a good idea on your vehicle. You know, that's why I mentioned that before. I got one for mine. It's I put it on. You know what? It was easy to install. Somebody asked me to do a review on that when I installed it. It was easy to put in, but the nose on my vehicle is so short. There's really no room in there to put it. I had a hard time locating a spot to put it. But once I did that, then it was easier to hook up. Literally 3 wires, red, black, green. Couldn't have been easier. But I'd strongly recommend people get one. empshield.com. And there's a $50, what do you call it? $50
Rebate?
Rebate, yeah. With a code, if you guys want to email me, if you need it, I can get you $50 off. Because they're not cheap. Just send me an email. CAassociates1020@yahoo.com. My email address is in the description box below as well. But I'll get you that.
All right. So to answer David, who I don't know, you're being realistic, okay, and you're thinking to be resourceful ideas, okay. Everyone has skills. Yeah, we all have skills. Okay. Me personally, I'm a woman of many hats, and so is Trish. Okay. There's a lot of things that I can do that, I plan on using and that I use every single day, that I can do in a grid down situation, in an SHTF situation. So, if you're looking for ideas, these are things that I've learned over the years that I went to school to be a hairdresser. I'm what you would call like a backyard mechanic. Okay. I know how to work on cars. I know how to cook just about anything and everything. I can build things. Okay. I also a gardener. There's a lot of things that I can do. There's a lot of things that Trish can do. Every person in this chat has skills. So I just don't know what you're trying to get at here, hon. What's that mean? You're not banned. Who the hell said you were banned?
Anyway, moving on. D. Erickson asking, should we refi our home right now? It would wipe out other debt. If you have a way to consolidate, if that's something you want to do and it'll make your interest rate less, I don't see that happening. But if they let you, yeah. It all depends. If you want to take some of your equity and pay off debt, I wouldn't say no to that. But just remember, you're going to have a higher mortgage. Or you're going to be refinancing it out for future years. If you're at, say, 10 or 15, you may be refinancing it out to 30 and pay off your debt. I wouldn't say no. So,
Hell is
anyway.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
There was wires underneath my laptop. It was driving me nuts.
Anyway.
What's going on with this seller thing I hear about constantly now suddenly? Zell. I think Zelle is like another, like a Cash App. It's like a money change thing. That's what I heard.
I don't know. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, it is. It's like another Cash App, not like PayPal or anything like that. It's like a Cash App.
I don't know. I've heard of the name, but I don't use it, so I'd be concerned about what bank it's actually attached to.
Okay, Fifth Third Bank. Thank you, TG1.
Oh, Bank of America. Ooh, really?
I have motorcycle gangs driving by my new house. Moved from Seattle to Reno, motorcycle gang. You know what? There's motorcycle gangs everywhere, but they prefer to be called MCs. So I would a little bit of call them MCs, not gangs. Okay. You'll thank me later. Okay.
That's true.
You'll thank me later. Trust me.
Autumn takeover?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Meta. Yeah. Or what used to be known as Facebook. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. And get this, they don't like my house because he was the sheriff canine unit. Well, you know what? We back the blue here, okay? So don't worry about it. And most MCs do back the blue, okay? They really do. The good ones do, at least. Just be careful. Don't badmouth nobody, okay? Be very careful with your words. USAA uses Zelle, do they? Who has USAA? Yeah, fake book. No, only David, listen, okay? I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? I used to be in with that life, okay? And when my friend lost his life for a reason that I will never understand, and it's because of another MC, and we had to bury him. Okay, just trust me, okay? I got out of that life because after he died. Yes, I know, Karen, what MC stands for. You know, Hell's Angels, they're not, I don't want to even get into this conversation. I can't. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. It was scary times. I saw things and I heard things and I know things that no one should know. No one should see and no one should hear. Okay. You don't miss the rain. Yeah, it's been raining here for 3 days. Do you think that anything is going to happen with the geostorm heading our way this weekend? You know what? I don't know. I didn't read too much into that. I was sent some things on it. I don't really understand that stuff. So I don't want to sit here and try and talk about it and act as if I understand it. You know what I mean? So olives, peppers, where did you hear that? Hear what? Well, thank you, everyone. Yeah, it was a few years ago, 2018. I'm sure you all heard about it. It was, he didn't want to take off his vest, so he was shot. At a gas station here in Florida. The outlaws killed him. La Palma. That's scary to even think about that. I don't know if we'll get tsunamis or anything like that. Yeah, Lady Casca, exactly. Maybe we'll lose internet, phone service, cell phone service, cable, that type of thing. But I highly doubt it's going to be anything that is so, But like I said, I don't know much about it. So I don't want to sit here and talk as if and act as if I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Let somebody else do the talking that knows what they're actually talking about.
What are we doing to prepare for La Palma?
There's nothing you can do to prepare for that.
I got a pod that floats.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you did.
I got a pod put in my driveway, and no, I'm not looking to use it for that, but I found it amazing that it floats.
Yes, I am going to do a fall winter garden, cold, cool weather crops. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you putting in it?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I still have, I have like 3 years worth of seeds stocked up, so I'll have to go through and look and see what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Dirty white boy, he's got a boat.
Yes, he does.
Good luck with that on something like La Palma, if that happens.
I told him he has to build an ark. He didn't want to listen.
Has to be a really big ark.
9B is my growing zone. 9B.
Yeah, not mine. I think we're in what, 6 or something like that.
I don't know. Yes, Lady Casca. We were talking about that not too long ago, Trish. Uh, she said something you should know: the government can take your preps in the event of an emergency, but not if you've put them into a jar yourself. So for those that haven't canned, I would suggest learning. Very good, Lady Casca. Thank you very much for getting that out there, honey. I
Now, I have
appreciate
not
you.
heard if you put them in a jar yourself. I have not heard that. Really? Where is that written?
Lady Casca, I don't know. Honey, can you put up your reference, please? She's very good with that, so I know she has a reference.
Yeah, I have not heard that.
Yes, please give me the info. Yeah, thank you, hon.
Yeah, in the case of, as they call it, ML, um, yeah, that is the rule that they can ask for an inventory and take X from that inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I have not heard if you put it in a glass jar or if you put it in
Repack,
a,
like even if it's repackaged, like Mylar bag in it.
yeah, I've not heard that. That would be interesting to know.
Damn it, it's raining again.
Hmm.
David, knock it off. Because I mean, if that's the case, then hell, I'll just get more Mylar. Because I mean, I don't repackage everything, but I will.
I
You
have.
know.
I've repackaged virtually all the dry goods. I mean, I'm not doing things like, stuffing or crackers or,
No,
uh,
but I will.
yeah.
Just
I don't know that I do. I don't know that I do it for that, but for the long-term stuff, I certainly would and
yeah.
have. So I've been asking people an odd question lately. For those of you that are canning, what's your impression or your belief behind how long meat lasts in a jar once it's properly canned? I know what Ball says. I know what some people suggest.
I
But
say 3 to 5.
yeah, so I'm 3 to 5. Some say longer. I don't know. I mean, beyond the nutritional value, I'm not even concerned about that because we all know that that decreases over time anyway. But how long do you think it's edible to the point where you're not going to get sick?
Well,
That's what
LDS says indefinite.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess as long as the seal is there and there's been no, you know, air that has gotten in there,
Yeah.
is that possible?
I don't
Or
know.
is it definite?
I don't know.
There's this lady, I forget her last name, but her first name is Wendy, and she's part of this group that goes around with the LDS and teaches people about canning. And she definitely says meat in a jar, indefinite.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that from a lot of people who are LDS, and
And
they said indefinite, and I'm like, oh, I don't
I
know.
wonder, because if that is true, well, do you
Wendy
just keep on?
DeWitt.
Yeah,
Somebody just
yeah,
said Wendy
yeah,
DeWitt.
yeah, yeah. Wendy DeWitt. I saw her video. I thought it was really good. I can't exactly tell you where I saw it, but I saw it. So if you Google her name, it should pop up. And maybe put the word canning either in front or behind her name.
Uh-huh.
She does this video, and you can tell it's a little bit older, probably in the 90s. That she did it. You can tell because of the clothing people are wearing. But I was like, really indefinite. I don't know. I've been wondering about that because I've done an excessive amount of meat. well beyond, we only got 2 people here, so well beyond a year, 2 years, maybe even beyond 3 or 5.
Okay.
Honestly,
Jenny just said 5 to 7 home canned meat, not fish. Use fish within a year.
And again, that's another opinion, but I just wonder, what people think is safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the indefinite aspect of it. I guess that's one of those things we'll have to leave 2 or 3 on the shelf and actually find out, right? I know the idea really is to be able to rotate it and use it and all that stuff. But if you can put enough aside to get ahead of inflation, if it's possible at all, then I would do it.
So Tian says, I grew up LDS. We put an inch of lard on top of our meat when canning, so there's no chance of air to spoil the meat. We were taught indefinite by our ward, who taught us to can meat that way. So maybe that's how it's able to be indefinite, because of the lard that's put on top and nothing can get in.
Well, I might agree with that, except in the video with that woman, Wendy, she was holding up, at the time, she was talking about chicken breast. Well, she didn't have any fat in that jar. It was just chicken breast, like you and I have been doing in canning chicken.
Yeah.
Doing the ugly chicken method, as they call it.
Yeah.
And so there was no fat whatsoever in that. So I don't know. I wonder.
Rock out, blackout. For meat, is it better to can or salt cure? I say can. Just my opinion. Sorry.
I haven't done anything as far as salt cure.
Geostorm YouTubers are going crazy. I'm like, what? I don't know anything about this Geostorm, guys. Come on. You're killing me, Smalls. All right. I seriously don't know. I really don't. Oh, turtle meat. Oh
no.
Better to dehydrate meat. Yeah, Brandy, making jerky. Huh? But there's a way to do it. So it's like, you got to know what you're doing when you're doing that. And I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's not something I'm interested in doing.
Yeah, that's Russell. I learned how to can from Homestead Heart myself.
What is that?
Whoa, just rotate it and you'll be okay. I'm still eating chicken I canned 12 years ago. Holy smolies. 71 baby J. Swear, look.
That's what I'm kind of looking for, to know stuff like that. I mean, again, I learned most of the stuff that I'm doing for canning through Sutton's Days. And I know what she says. She says what Ball says, 18 months. Because that's the legal term, 18 months.
Well, maybe she says that because she doesn't want to get anyone sick or in trouble, and.
So I understand that, but we all know it can go beyond that. But I just wonder, because I have, I only started last year, so I don't have 10 years worth behind me to say, well, I did this 10 years ago. It's still fine.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see somebody that said 12 years. Wow. All right.
Yeah. All right. So that's one answer.
Wow.
But the indefinite is still killing me.
Right. Well, and some people might consider 12 years to be indefinite, because that is a long time.
Yeah.
It is.
Dane Slaughter is asking about Freedom Strike coming on 11/8. What the frig is Freedom Strike?
Yeah, I know about it. I'm staying away from it on purpose. Don't really want to talk about it. But
what is it? All right. Well, we'll talk later about it. I've heard it's indefinite as long as you store it properly. Right, Flintstone Girl. And that is in cool, dark, dry places, right?
Yeah. So, again, indefinite.
Pretty much.
So, I don't know.
Like what I did, like in the pantry. Well, you guys know it as the cat room. I put all of my stuff that I can pressure canned up on a shelf. And then, because it's my house is air conditioned, of course. And then what I did was I took a shower curtain, a dark colored shower curtain, and I draped it around, like I took the shower curtain rings and put it up over the shelving. So it stays dark over that shelf. That's what I did.
Yeah, we have ours in the basement. Is that yours or mine that's making that noise?
There's no noise in my house.
Okay. Then it's going to be my phone, but it's quite the mess. Anyway, what was I getting at? So I'm doing the basement storage, but the only time the light goes on down there is when we turn it on. So it's always dark, and it's dry, and it's cool. So it meets the criteria, at least.
Keep hearing rumors about what? About CME heading our way. Nothing on mainstream media. What's CME?
Yeah, coronal mass injection. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Yes, we could end up with a solar flare. We know that. There's nothing we can do about it. The world and the planet as it is and the way it spins, we're spinning up. I definitely get somebody messing with my phone.
Sounds like static? What sounds like static?
Yeah.
What?
Stop. Yes, and somebody is messing with my phone. Yes. I know. I hear it.
Scratchy static. Solar flare. CME to hit tomorrow evening or Sunday. Guys,
again, it's that, La Palma. I mean, pick one, right? We got Russians, we got Chinese, we got La Palma, we got CMEs, solar flares. Pick one. Me, it seems like it's your audio, not my phone. You got a microphone?
No, I didn't hook my microphone up tonight.
All right. Well, it's one or the other.
I'm not even touching my computer. I'm not even,
There's absolutely nothing we can do with regard to CM.
Someone's screwing with our shit again. That's all that is. It's a double CME. You guys are scaring me. Stop it. I don't know what the hell.
It doesn't bother me.
I made several Faraday cages months ago. Well, that's nice. Yes, I have the fan going. The ceiling fan but it's up on the ceiling. Ceiling fans are always going in this house. Otherwise, I die of heat exhaustion. Well, it wouldn't be the first time someone is eavesdropping on us.
Nope, definitely not on my phone. That's cool. I have to continue its thing. All I can say is if you're looking for me, good luck. Anyway,
yes, sweet and spicy. That's very good advice. Keep your cars gassed up at all times and all of your electronics charged up at all times. Exactly.
Yeah. Which is easier said than done. Yeah, you can always have gas in the car, you hope. But to always keep everything charged up all the time, that's a challenge. I mean, we just went through a grid down here the other day, just for the day. Started in the morning and went until late in the afternoon. But, I tried to take that time frame to learn from it and, what do we have and where and try to get things better organized.
David Miller, you are a wise ass and you belong on this channel. Do you understand me? But he was caught again. That's what he said.
All right.
Ponte Verde Beach for 2 years. Never got used to 85 degrees at Christmas. I hate the heat. Can you ask your car guy if there is an auto oil shortage? Dirty white boy. Yes, there is a, or I don't think it's an oil shortage. I think it's just the prices that are going up.
Yeah, I think it's more, well,
And it's the oil filters that the shortage is happening with.
there is an energy shortage, period. So that's going to drive the prices up no matter what, whether it's propane or oil or anything.
Yeah, he's in here. So, yep. See, he said, yes, ma'am. So, answer her questions, please. Dirty white boy. Clean your finger. Pain in the ass. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Not enough. Because she had asked me this question. She said, popping in to ask Tris about the fungus spray. Remember, you had done the thing with the spray? She wanted to know if you still have the link.
Yeah, I'll put it in the, it's not in the description box that I know of, but I'll add it to the comment section after the video.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind me later, remind me, and while we're talking, I'll add it.
You do you.
Okay. So I'll get it for you guys. And you get money off for using that link too. I forget how much it is. It's like 20 or 30%, something like that.
Awesome.
Anyway, so anything else you guys have any questions on? We're coming close to our end time here. If there's anything you want to ask or want to know, if we can answer, that's fine.
Keep in mind, you don't want to eat something that might make you sick and there's no medical to help you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Natural gas. My dog just passed some. Really, Alan? Wise ass. Chase, Wells Fargo, PNC banks use Zelle. Yes, I know.
Yeah, but I'm more concerned about what bank runs Zelle, because it's owned by one of them.
They already. Somebody just said it before.
I didn't see the one.
Yeah, it's because I said it. Damn it! No, I can't remember it.
It was it Bank of America, but I don't think
No.
that was the one.
No. No.
Dirty white boy, should you spend your cash savings on silver? I definitely keep a little bit of cash. If you have a little bit extra, buy some silver. Yes.
Halloween for states coming. Anyone doing candy? No, I am not handing out candy.
Sweet and spicy, do we think that they're going to pass the IRS looking at our bank account for $600 or more? No, the way they've rewritten it is it's $10,000, but it's not the way people seem to think it is. It's not $10,000 in the bank. It's $10,000 at any time throughout the year. And that doesn't mean you have $10,000 in the bank. If you put $500 into the bank a week on a regular basis, you're going to end up with how much? at the end of the year. So if you make $1,000 a week, right, you get 52,000. If you put in 500, you've got more than $10,000 in a year. So it's the cumulative total of how much money you put into the bank.
Mm.
So any one of us, unless you're, I don't know, living in a cardboard box, any one of us would qualify for that. So the $600 or the $10,000 doesn't matter. What? I'm not even.
Yeah,
I just don't need to go
I
there.
know. He's being a wise ass, and
Yeah, and when we're trying to answer a question, you just don't need that. So to anybody that's going to be putting money into a bank, if you put in a sum total of $10,000 or more, they supposedly are working on a deal, and I do believe it's passed, but
Fifth Third.
I don't know, questionable.
Fifth Third Bank. That's what it was. That's who owns it. But all the banks use it.
I'd have to look into that. I don't know if it's right or not, but I'll find out. Anyway, for those that are interested in that $600 deal, it's neither $600 nor $10,000. It's $10,000 cumulative dollars. But no one's really looking at that. It's going to affect everybody. That means the IRS has the right to snoop on everyone. So if your grandmother gives you $40 to put in the bank for your birthday, they have the right to tax that. That's what they're trying to do. Anything, doesn't matter what it is, any money coming in.
So once you hit 10,000 of transactions, you're being watched. That's what Beth just said.
Yes, that's correct. Not just watched now, but anytime in the future.
And then Sandra just said, so could that be why banks are issuing new cards?
Yeah.
Like, okay, my one subscriber had said her credit union is giving new cards on November 1st, but can't touch them or activate them until November 8th.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, all the accounts are being changed. Why? They're linked to the IRS. Yep.
How can
this is going to get ugly. I mean, this is not going to end well for anybody.
Right. Well, Jenny just said, how can they tax us for bank accounts if we're already being taxed through work payroll?
I didn't say that they would tax your bank account. I'm saying that anything over and above $10,000, they have the right to look at the account. So now if they're looking at the account and they know what you have declared for taxes, if there's more money that you're putting in than what you have declared, they're gonna tax you. It doesn't matter if it's $100 or if it's $10,000, but they want more, of course. So anything they can get.
But your parents can give you $13,000 a year tax-free, Beth just said.
They can. Again, they have the right to look at the account.
All right. So,
yeah, they just want the ability to snoop and look at everything all the time. They want to analyze it all the time. Why? We're going digital. How many times have we talked about this? We're going digital. The dollar is going away, and we are going to end up with tiny little cards, and that is it.
Yeah.
And those are the new cards that you're getting. That will turn 100% digital, and you will not have the ability to use cash anymore. And they're going to be able to monitor every single transaction that you do. I mean, let's face it. The banks monitor every transaction you do anyway. But this is the IRS. It's a little bit different, right? Because now they can tax you on it. Yes, the blockchain system is fixing to be, well, blockchain is already out there. It's already done. It's just a matter of the digital dollar being brought forth. And the CBDCs, which of course everybody's talking about, it's just a matter of time. So those that actually hold physical silver in any denomination, those are the only ones that are going to have something that's outside the system. And you can do anything with it. That's why I keep telling you guys to have it. G2 asking, is there a date for this? None of us know the date. None of us know. Quite honestly, I think it will be by the end of winter, but I don't know. I'm not certain on it. I just know it's coming damn soon.
What is XRP?
XRP, it's a crypto. XRP is great. If you can get it, yeah, buy some. But I hate to be the one to tell people to buy cryptocurrency because I'd rather see you have something in your hand. Electronic, you may have an electronic wallet, you can keep it in there, but if the grid goes down, you don't have anything. Keep something that you can hold in your hand and use for either trading, bartering, or cashing in for something that you need, not for cash. XRP is good. XRP is the type of cryptocurrency that the banks are going to be using. And that's why they tried to wipe it out a little while ago with this massive lawsuit. I actually had some XRP for a while there too. But knowing that they're going to do everything they can to control it, why would you want to own it? Because it's going to go high, right? But at the same time, if they know that you have it, and they will, they can easily take it from you.
Okay. Like Brandy just said, not just coins, anything that is collectible and different. Right.
Well, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so we're coming to a close here in the near future. So if you guys have anything else, let me know. And if you have anything else that you're looking for or wanting to know about for upcoming videos or live chats, let us know. If you have any topics of discussion, put them in either at the end of this, in the next 10 minutes or so, or put it in the comment section. And we'll be looking at what you guys are interested in hearing about for the next upcoming episode. So. Anyway.
Love you, Brandy. Man.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
A helicopter is hovering around your neighborhood, Lady Casca. That's been happening a lot here too. Yes, David, I agree. Word of advice, get out of debt. Yeah. If at all possible.
Nancy asking, does it matter what kind of silver, golden eagles, generic? I have a lot of silver eagles myself, but that's just me. I got them when I was young and they were cheap. I think the silver eagles are more expensive now, and I don't know that I would be buying them. Just get silver dollars. Sweet and spicy, I can't answer your question, hon. I don't know why the government does any of the crazy crap they do. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. And they shouldn't be doing it.
Hide your wife and hide your kids. Exactly, Lady Casca. I agree with you.
That's true.
Yep. Jen's New York homestead. Exactly.
Hmm. Nada asking about dollars or troy ounces. I'd be going for the troy ounces myself, but you do want smaller denominations, so that's fine. Get silver dollars too.
Yeah, Brandy, exactly. Luxury items won't matter, but simple bartering. Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
right. So silver dimes, they're great for it. Pre-1965 dimes, excellent for bartering.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Can you use multiple Visa gift cards to buy silver in one transaction if the gift cards are low denomination? Like if you buy 500 of silver and hold multiple $50 gift cards. I don't know.
yeah, I think if you're buying them in person, yeah. If you're trying to do it online, no. Anyway, I finally got my rain barrels in today. So I'm happy to get that. So that's one of the preps that I forgot about that I paid for last week, and I finally got them, so I got 4.
Did you get the collapsible rain barrels or?
Well, they're collapsible in the sense that there's 4 holes, or actually 6 holes that you put in, and then you just raise it upward.
Mhm.
So they're a little more than hip tall for me, good size, and I'm tall to begin with. So I'll have them stored away until spring, probably. But I'm going to do that with a 1,000 gallon cistern in the backyard, and I have yet to get that. And then using a sump pump with a hose to go from one barrel to another just to drain it into the cistern. So I might get a little damp doing it. It's a good way to be able to do it. But I did finally get them, and I was glad I got them. I did not get the Home Depot ones. I bought them online. So I was glad to get them all.
No, Debbie, I do not. Mm-mm. I have a fire pit outside.
Yeah, we have a fireplace here, but not a wood stove.
I'm in Florida. I don't have a, houses don't normally come with those here.
Yeah, that would be a custom build for sure.
Well, I did have my house built, but that's just not something that is normally requested, I guess you could say.
That's why I said custom built. That is. Cynthia, how do you know that the price that you're paying for silver is fair? You're gonna have to look it up, hon. You got to do the homework. I
Yeah.
can't tell you what to pay. You got to look it up. What I would be willing to pay for silver is entirely different than everybody else. 1, I'm really cheap when it comes to silver. And 2, I got it when I was really young and I paid almost nothing for it. So for me to now pay $25 to $30 to $35 an ounce, that's nuts. I wouldn't do it.
Huh.
Oh,
Amarna.
yeah. Yeah, definitely get your, he's mentioning about getting documents like your birth certificate, certificate of deeds, any of them now before the prices go up. If it's something that you need, yeah, you should have it already, but if you don't, yeah, I'd make sure you get it. A little while ago, just about everybody had to get a brand new copy of their birth certificate, right? I did.
No.
We all had to. Yeah, we all had to up here. I swear it was just another way at the time to line the pockets of the, of the towns for every citizen to have to get their birth certificate. But that was one that we needed in order to be able to get our new license with the little symbol that is on it. We couldn't get it without an official copy of your birth certificate. So we all had to get new copies.
Romy, guess what? Nothing can help that border. Okay.
Nope.
You can cry your pleas for help all you want. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing Trish can do or anybody in this chat can do.
Nope. All I
Yeah,
would
I
do
know
is
you're being overrun. Guess what? We know.
all I would say is stay the hell away from the border.
Yeah.
Or any adjacent town.
Yeah.
Just stay the hell away.
Get out.
Yeah.
If you live in a border town, lock your doors. Like Lady Casca said, hide your women, hide your kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, honey, but there's not a damn thing that any of us can do. I wish we could. Believe me. But
All right, guys. We'll see you another week. Let us know if there's something that you're looking to hear for topics or info. Put it in the chat here or in the comment section. Or send it to me now.
Right. You know what, Romy? If you are in a border town, I want you to do me a favor, okay? My email is in the description box of this video and all videos, okay? I want you to take as many pictures of what you're seeing. Take video. Email it to me, okay? Because I'll get the truth out there. Everybody knows that I'm the one to come to get the truth out. Okay? So do that. Email me what you have. Email me your truth in pictures and in video form. And I'll get it out there. Okay?
Everyone, drink coffee. Lots of it. Have a good night.
Good night, guys. I love you.
Good night.
Fearless.